The action always in full swing near the French Quarter, and tonight is no different here in New Orleans, Louisiana. DH it.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And for New Orleans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the 3 slot. Now here's Morant. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Drawing attention from the defense. Zion knows there's probably someone else open. He understands the game.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Winslow finds Valanciunas. Morant looking around. Right side Jackson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Holiday against Brooks. Here's Williamson. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Here's Morant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Every team is looking for that star to lead them to great things. Morant already looks the part.
Memphis shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Holiday, the pass to Favors. Holiday against Brooks. And there's Favors putting it right back in. Favors has got 6 points.
Derek Favors is a strong-willed player who fights for extra possessions. You gotta box this guy out whenever a shot goes up.
Now here's Morant. Oh, that was something else.
That was nasty. As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
And getting traded from Utah to New Orleans last year, Favors became a grounding force for a very young Pelicans team.
Yeah, and Derek Favors knows what it's like to be that rookie coming in, having a lot of physical ability and facing high expectations. He did a great job, in my opinion, providing veteran leadership. And personally, he had one of his more productive years overall.
And that one's good. Morant. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Ball feeling it out a bit. The kick out to Holiday. Williamson left side. Four on the clock. Pulls up. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Hayes, he's checked in for Favors. Nicolo O'Malley comes in for Zion Williamson. J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Jackson in for Lonzo Ball. Jackson dishes to Hayes. Outside, Redick. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And it's Jones with the ball for the Grizzlies. Redick, and he jams it with authority.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Redick for three. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Anderson outside. 50 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And it's Melly with the rebound. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. On the wing, Jackson. Redick surveying the D. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Jones. Can't get it to fall. The Pelicans trail. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Redick with the three. Redick can't get that one to fall. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Just 4 seconds left here in the first quarter. He got it up. And he drains the three, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the footage relayed to...
It's been all about Derek Favors for New Orleans. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Clark is out there with Anderson. Then it's Jones. And it's Melton in a two-guard. Okafor. Grizzlies with the rebound. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. On the basket by Jones. Jones has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Grizzlies. Well, for New Orleans, shooting 43% from the floor. Jackson kicks to Redick. Pass to Hayes. Outside Jackson. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Redick. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Okafor's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pelicans.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pass to Jones. Redick with a double team. Back to Clark. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Okafor grabs the miss. The Pelicans have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And that one drops.
That's how you set the table and everybody gets to eat.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Jones looking for an opening. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
It's good. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Outside Jackson. Passes it to Hart. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Clark. Memphis trailing here. Here's Melton. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And the Grizzlies also with a sub. Allen's checked in.
And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Ball against Jones. Williamson outside. And again, no good by New Orleans. A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people in personnel.
And not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Hits it from three-point range.
This is the versatility we talk about with Drew. Able to beat you with the drives and from distance.
Melton passes to Clark. Out to the right wing. Over Williamson. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Derek Favors checked in for Zion Williamson.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Pelicans trail by 4. Outside Holiday. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Holiday's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's able to shift gears in an instant. Hard to stay in front of Holiday on the drive.
Here's Melton. And no good. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. New Orleans shooting their first free throws of this one.
It's so fun to see Brandon Ingram evolve. He's a true student of the game, and each year he keeps improving.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Morant dishes to Valanciunas. Some solid defense from Ingram.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Deflects the pass. And they're running. And he lobs it up toward the rim. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. Going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was...
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. It was all Ja Morant in the first quarter. He had 8 points, 2 steals. Thanks for joining us, folks.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Stan Van Gundy. Morant against Ball, and finished off by Morant.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
Ingram attacking, and slam dunk by Ingram.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
And Ingram just made a great all-around progress last season. But the one thing that really stood out, the improvement he made from the free throw line.
It was a big leap and an important one. Reason why? Because he was his team's guy that they depended on at the end of games. And we saw him close out a number of those games at the charity stripe.
5 to shoot, and they double up Morant. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Pelicans trail by 5. Right wing. Feeds it to Favors. Throws it down as the official calls the... Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
What you love about Holiday, the effort he gives night in and night out. Quality kid, really strong work ethic.
Here's Morant. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Favors. Some firepower from this offense tonight. Oh, goodness. Where did that come from?
I loved it.
That was beautiful.
Loved it.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Out to Morant. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. 14 points for Ja Morant. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And that's going to be a treble.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
So for the Pelicans, Okafor's checked in for Favors. And it's Jackson Hayes in for Zion Williamson. And Holiday, here we go. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Okafor.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Morant with a wide-open look. Bangs home the trifecta. Morant's got 19 points.
Morant, such a quick thinker. He doesn't hesitate on the catch and shoot.
And Redick kicks to Hart. Back to Redick. New Orleans moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And finished off by Morant.
What a night for Ja Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Count it. Holiday's got 9.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Morant outside. The pass to Clark. Beyond the arc. Shot clock reset for Memphis. Here's Morant. He's got 21. Pass to Winslow for the three. It's rebounded by Hayes. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 4-point game. Okafor kicks to Holiday. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 11.
And that's the pressure Holiday puts on your defense. Sees the opportunity, gets his shot inside.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
Especially given the height disadvantage. I love the way he created space for his shot.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Right back after this break. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Clark is out there with Anderson. Then there's Jackson. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Melton in at the 2. It's good on the putback.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Ball kicks to Williamson. Hangs. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Morant. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Ingram right side. From 13, count it.
What I like about Ingram at this point in his career, very decisive in his actions.
We played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Clark for 3. And no good that time. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Ball, the pass to Ingram. Launches the 3. Cans it from downtown.
The work that Ingram puts in lifts his team's play. Always there to support the break.
Clark outside. Here's Melton. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Ingram with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Ball's running. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Derek Favors checked in for New Orleans. Holiday comes in for Josh Hart. Valanciunas, who's checked in for the Grizzlies. Brooks comes in for Melton. Pass to Morant. Excellent D there from Ball. Pelicans trail by 3. Holiday with the 3. Favors dishes the ball to the wing right side. 6 on the shot clock. The feed to Favors. Oh, jams it right over Valanciunas. Wow.
It takes a lot of skill to get whacked and still complete the basket. Luckily, Favors is a super talented player who does this regularly.
Winslow's checked in for Anderson. And the free throw, no good. Grizzlies have gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Brooks finds Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Winslow, the pass to Morant. On the wing, Jackson. The Grizzlies with another miss. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Pelicans trail by 3. Ingram deciding where to go with it. 1:46 left to play here in the fourth. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Fearless player. Have to respect Ingram's willingness to take big shots.
Jackson in the corner. Morant outside. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's screen. And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
And Memphis making a change here. He's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Grayson Allen comes in for Justice Winslow. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Brooks. And Jones subbed in for Morant.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
You can count on him. Ingram has accepted the responsibility of being the man.
59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Melton passes to Valanciunas. Yes!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Allen against Ingram. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
For his size, Brandon Ingram plays with a lot of fluidity. He can do damage on the drive.
Both free throws good for Ingram.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Passes it to Allen. 27 seconds left in the fourth. No good with the layup. Here's Williamson. The kick out to Holiday. Outside ball. Back to Favors. Money!
The killer instinct of Favors. This man takes no prisoners when the game is on the line.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're down by 2. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Derek Favors.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Tips it. Great positioning on the putback. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. It's the NBA on 2K. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. So Memphis will get the first possession. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Ingram attacking, and slam dunk by Ingram.
I love the throwdown there. Ingram doesn't mess around when he's cutting to the hoop.
Morant passes to Brooks, and finished off by Morant.
Tremendous effort from Ja Morant, letting his team know they can rely on him.
Williamson dishes to Favors. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jaren Jackson.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The former third overall pick in the 2010 NBA draft, Derek Favors is a gifted big man and a crucial player to this team.
Memphis leading. Morant outside. And it's Brooks in the corner. His three-pointers off the mark. Brooks has gone 1 of 4 from the field. Ball from long range. Offensive rebound. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. Morant outside. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul. We're in overtime and 90 seconds gone here in what has been a great one so far. Morant with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Not giving the shooter a clean look. Ingram's length is a problem.
The drive by Williamson. Yep, it counts. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
Big one. Coach feels comfortable going to Zion when it matters.
Morant passes to Jackson. And finished off by Morant.
Every team needs a closer in the clutch. Morant proving he's that guy.
Redick up top. Takes the 3. Yes!
With the game tightening up, Favors with the confidence to attack. Big bucket.
Brooks outside. And it's off from three-point range. So Favors will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's good!
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Morant. Memphis moving it around. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. The Pelicans making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Now Ball. Fires the 3. Valanciunas grabs the board.
And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a 3 if we're going to get yet another overtime.
So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a double. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean,
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. It's the NBA on 2K and the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. And for Cleveland, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Garland in at the point guard position. Sexton's shot is good. Tonight, lots of youth and energy on the floor. Brent, what kind of game do you expect to see?
Highlights, Kevin, mixed in with a few lowlights. Just guys getting ahead of themselves and speeding themselves up. But sometimes those can be exciting, especially for fans who have really good seats. Keep your hands up.
And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Just 5 to shoot. Valanciunas against Drummond. And there's Love. That's good on the assist by Drummond.
Yeah, Love can hurt you down there. He uses his body as a shield, creates the space, got in tight, finished that one off.
Now here's Morant. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And he jams it right over Andre Drummond. Wow!
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
The slam dunk by Garland.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness. Especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Here's Morant. The Cavaliers making the shot. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
And here is Garland. And he converts the layup.
Now they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now here's Morant. He's tightly guarded. Rebound Andre Drummond.
Okay. Better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Porter's checked in for Garland. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Brooks. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Sexton kicks to Love. Back to Sexton. Here's Osman. Tries to keep it alive. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Jones against Sexton. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And this game is tied up now.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Nance finds Sexton. Here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert. And the Cavs really took a long look at Colin Sexton last year as a playmaker, and it seems like he's moving more and more into that role of being a microwave scorer.
D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
Well, Sexton as a guard making that look so pretty.
And Brent, the numbers for Sexton back that up. He's a great scorer, as we know, but his assist totals are low.
And this is why I think, Kevin, there's a lot of consideration where Sexton might move naturally into that guy that comes off the bench and creates disruption with his offensive output. Feels like a lot of Lou Williams type of moments could be ahead for a player like Colin Sexton.
The first one falls.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Cavaliers leading. Sexton with it. Jones covering, and Sexton slams it in.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Over to the wing. To the right side. Here's Jones. The Cavaliers pull it in. Thompson passes to Windler. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Down low. Nance dishes to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Nance is just such a cerebral player out there. Does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
Clark left side. Back to Jones. Passes it to Anderson. That one goes in.
Anderson's inside game reminiscent of an old teammate of his, Boris Diaw, patient in the post around the rim.
Here's Sexton. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Melton. Here's Clark. Tries again. Misses at the rim. Porter kicks to Thompson. 1 second left. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Thompson's out there to throw his weight around. He did it that time.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And so it's Cleveland heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action after this work. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
So on the floor for Memphis, Anderson and Jackson inside. Then it's Morant. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Melton in at the 2 spot.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Some changes for Memphis. Valanciunas is checked in for Anderson, and Winslow subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. The Cavaliers shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
Well, Darius Garland, another one of those players who is in the second generation of NBA appearances. His father played 7 seasons in the league and has got to be very proud of all of his effort.
Brooks. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Brooks has got his second bucket tonight.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Love. The kick out to Porter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. The Cavaliers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Inside. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Winslow. Morant's got 8.
And that is quintessential team basketball. Winslow recognizing one of his guys was wide open.
Here's Drummond. Can't hit from in close.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in.
Too
much at that. Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Porter. That one, no good. Nice D from Valanciunas. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 4-point game. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Morant's got 8 points here in this quarter. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Kicks it out to Love. Out to the wing. Here's Osman. That falls. Great assist by Love.
Love has a knack for recognizing when a teammate's going to break wide open.
Now Morant. 12 points for him. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim. And his whole career, Kevin Love, a fantastic passer at that position. Great vision for a big man.
You think about it, Greg, he's one of those players who you're kind of watching throughout the course of any game, and you're hoping for that kind of highlight. I mean, that's rarefied air. If it's not a dunk, but we're waiting for a Kevin Love outlet pass, that tells you it's special.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Pass to Osman. Here is Love. The wide open look here for Garland. Misses the 3. The Grizzlies on offense. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Morant. Valanciunas. And staying with the play, Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 2 now for the Grizzlies.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
There's Garland, and the rejection by Valanciunas.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And that one's good, Morant.
And when Morant is cooking like this, it's fun to watch. He burns you in so many ways.
There's Garland. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Garland kicks to Love. The pass to Osman. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Here's Morant. Makes it off the glass. Morant's got 18 points in the game.
Gotta love watching Morant get after it. He goes all out. Tank, never on it.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game. There was no stopping Ja Morant in the first half. Yeah. And that.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Garland with it. He's picked up by Morant. That one's not going to go. And it's Memphis the other way. Here's Brooks. Morant outside. Valanciunas trying to free himself up.
And at 6'3", Morant sure can fly. I love when he gets up and throws it down.
Outside, Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And there's the call on Jetty Osman. That's his first foul. Grizzlies making a switch here. Elton's checked in. And it's Morant. That time on the assist from Valanciunas. Morant's got 22 points. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Pass to Melton. Back to Jones. Lays it up off the glass.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
There's Garland. Banked in off the glass. Garland's got 9.
Pretty effective off the bounce there. Garland quick, and that got him to the rack.
Melton passes to Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Pick off in midair. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Here's Jones. Up and in on the layup. And now a 10-point Grizzly lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Nance outside. Garland the pass to Windler. From outside off the mark.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Anderson outside. Feeds to Clark. Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Here's Garland. A three-pointer, no good. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Gutteridge, the pass to Anderson. Clark with it. And then Clark slams it in.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Windler. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Passes to Jones. Now Clark. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Windler with the rebound. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Garland's got 4 points in the quarter.
Sexton working the ball to a teammate. That's what you want to see from him.
Clark left side. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Clark's got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Sexton dishes to Thompson. And Jones sends it back. To the wing on the left. Melton's shot is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 14.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Nance. Right wing. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. 11 seconds left in the third. Morant with it. Just 3 on the clock. And then jammed down. He goes right over Colin Sexton.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Trailing by 19. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Here's Morant. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's good from Morant.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Both free throws good from Morant.
Oh my gosh,
and the work ethic that Morant has sets him up nicely. Make no mistake, this guy wants to be an all-time great.
Here's Sexton, and the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. To the paint. That's good from Porter on the assist by Love.
You see the playmaking skill of Love there, smart at reading the defense, and then he makes the pinpoint pass.
On the wing, Jackson. Back to Morant. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And that's 31 points for John Morant.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Sexton, the pass to Drummond. For 3, Love. But they get it back. And there's the pass to Osman. On the wing, Porter goes back up, and the layup is good. Porter's got 4 points this quarter.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Grizzlies ball.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And Drummond throws it down.
With a large frame and a willingness to get physical, Drummond's a relentless rebounder.
Here's Morant. And the rejection by Love. Now Cleveland moving it up. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You got to try and do a little bit better against Love. His focus that time remarkable. Even with the contact, he ends up scoring the basketball.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Garland's checked in. And the Grizzlies leading by 15. Left side Jackson. To the inside, Valanciunas. Good D by Drummond. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Here's Osman. Drummond trying to get himself free, and that one's good. Osman.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Morant left side, and it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
Pass to Valanciunas. Now here's Jackson. Clock at 6. And he makes that one. Jackson's got his first basket of the night.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Garland, the pass to Osman. Cleveland moving the ball around. Garland, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 15.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Memphis.
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Right side Jackson. Over Bell. Jackson misses.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Windler's shot is off. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Grizzlies lead by 19.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Cleveland with the ball. Here's Dellavedova. And the rejection by Jang. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jang. Stolen by Anderson. Jones looking for an opening. Anderson kicks to Allen. Tips it up. It's good on the putback.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the It's all happening in 2K Sports presents the NBA and the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the small forward. Now here's Winslow, following the miss by Evan Fournier. Morant surveying the D. And finished off by Morant.
Well, you see the burst. Morant very hard to catch once he gains a step.
And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them in a decent clip.
Now, here's Fournier. Second shot opportunity. Isaac kicks to Fultz. Back to Isaac. And Isaac throws it down.
Yeah, you got to push Isaac out of the paint. Once he's got that position, he is going to be all over the rim. And even though Valanciunas has added the 3-ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
Yes, yeah. He better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane. Because no question, he's there to be a space eater. Look, think about it. He gives you high-level rebounding, efficient scoring inside. But if he wants more minutes on the floor, the improved jump shot is key.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Now here's Morant. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Has closer in, Morant finding a way to score. He has fantastic touch around the team.
And Fournier kicks to Fultz. There's the triple. And Valanciunas pulls it down.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Yeah, wiry, strong, and courageous. Morant's willing to slam it up in there if you give him a lane.
Here's Fultz. Grizzlies making the shot. To the middle. Vucevic with it. Now guarded by Winslow. Vucevic to the pass to Isaac. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Isaac's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And you can knock Isaac around, but it doesn't matter. Outstanding in terms of his focus and tenaciousness to attack the defense.
Good on the bucket. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
The putback. Vucevic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Morant left side. And the shot goes in. Morant's got 12.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
58 seconds left in the first quarter. Fournier in the corner. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
Solid court awareness. Leave someone open on Fultz squad and you're going to regret it.
Morant against Vucevic. Offensive rebound. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Vucevic. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And as for last season, he was a 74% shooter at the line.
Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, Valanciunas is a nice piece to have. He's a big man who's a nightly double-double threat.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. James Ennis comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Terrence Ross is checked in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. Now here is Augustine. 5 on the clock. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And it's Jones with the ball for the Grizzlies. Anderson outside. It's Jones on the wing. Clark outside. 2 on the clock. And that's 2 points on the layup.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Zhang is out there with Clark. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then there's Anderson. And it's Melton in at shooting guard. The Magic trail by 3. Here's Ennis. The rebound by Anderson. Clark dishes to Zhang. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Melton's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Grizzlies. Bamba passes to Vucevic. Magic moving the ball around. Bamba kicks to Ennis. Back to Bamba. Down low, Augustine. Rebound by Zhang. Memphis leading by 5. Clark the pass to Melton. Tries again. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Zhang. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Clock at 4. Here's Clark. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Magic shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Pass to Bamba. Here is Ross. The shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense from Clark. Rebound by Ennis. The Magic trail by 7. Augustine, the tip in on the offensive rebound. Augustine's got his second basket of the night.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Here's Melton. Pass to Jones. Here's Melton. He's guarded by Ross. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Mohamed Bamba. Isaac comes in for James Ennis. Evan Fournier's checked in for Ross. And it's Carter Williams in for Augustine. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's number 2 on him already. A third foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some pine.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Isaac against Winslow. Shot clock at 5. Here's Fournier.
And as a team, they're only shooting around 36%. They need to start finding some better looks.
And it's sent back by Isaac. Oh, Vucevic in position.
When you're open, Carter Williams will find him. He knows his role well.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Morant outside. 1:49 left to play in the first half. And now Carter Williams pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And the speed in transition. Carter Williams leaking out quickly, jetting right past the D.
Now Morant. He's got 12. That is off the mark. He's shooting 60% on 6 of 10 shots. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
On the wing, Winslow. On the wing, Jackson. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Markelle Fultz has checked in for the Magic. And Memphis also making a switch. Allen's checked in. Here's Morant. And the shot goes in. Morant's got 14.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And the rejection by Valanciunas. Morant outside. Allen trying to break free. Misses the layup.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Feeds it to Fournier.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Morant outside. And it's blocked.
And love how high Fultz gets on these rejections, utilizing his terrific length to spike shots back.
3 seconds left. No good at the rim.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. There was no stopping Ja Morant in the first half. He had... And that...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. Now here's Gordon. And that one, good. He has 6.
An underrated part, really, of being a sick athlete like Gordon, body control. Used it there to keep the form on his shot.
Morant against Fultz. And finished off by Morant.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Fultz.
And the muscle of Fultz. I mean, it helps him on these tough shots. Able to fend off the defenders as well.
It's Morant with the drive. And Vucevic pulls it down. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Orlando making some changes. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. James Ennis comes in for Isaac. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Now, here's Clark. first minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Bamba's shot is off. Memphis leading by 3. Here's Melton. And oh boy, a lot of contact. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here is Augustine. Here's Ross. Passes it to Bamba. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
And the pass to Melton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for Orlando. It's a 5-point game. Left side, Gordon. Bamba kicks to Ennis. Here's Augustine, and he uses the glass on the layup. Augustine's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Gutteridge for the pass to Clark. And Bamba comes to help. And it's Jones. That time on the assist by Clark. Jones has got his first bucket in this one.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Ross, and the jam by Ross.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Anderson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Clark slams it in.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Melton. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Melton's got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies. And so Orlando again turning it over. Orlando making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Bamba. Markelle Fultz comes in for James Ennis. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Augustine. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Clark. Dylan Brooks comes in for Melton. And it's Justin Winslow in for Jones. Now here's Brooks. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
A second chance effort. Stays with it and hits the off-balance shot. Vucevic has got 6 points.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch. Those inside shots, they work too.
And here we go. Fast break. Carter-Williams has got the ball. He gets it in there. He's got 8.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Now here's Brooks. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside Jackson. There's the dish to Anderson. Another shot. No good. Shot missing. Gordon with the defensive effort. Fultz with the ball. Ross with a wide open look. Off target with that shot. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Grizzlies lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment from the Amway Center. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Oh, how about the read from the young fella? Isaac is dependable at anticipating when to go for the block. So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
True, but we'll see if they can keep.
Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
Are you for real? Morant, way up. That move is fire.
Vucevic finds Fultz. Back to Vucevic. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Vucevic has got 4 this quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Morant outside. Comes up empty down low.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Isaac kicks to Fournier. It's Vucevic, top of the key. Back to Fournier. Isaac passes to Fournier. That gives them the lead. And the Magic lead by 2.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Morant. Lays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 22.
Man, I love watching this kid play. Morant, he's just electric at the offensive end. He's having a night.
Fultz kicks to Fournier. Vucevic dishes to Carter Williams. And Carter Williams slams it in.
The long legs of Carter Williams eating up the floor on his way to the rim.
And here's Morant. Isaac with some nice D. Pass to Fournier. Throws up. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Brooks kicks to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Easy to see why they go to Morant here. I mean, come on. He's good at coming up with the big bucket.
Pass to Isaac. Good ball movement here by the Magic. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Orlando. Then for the Grizzlies, Gorgie Dangs checked in for Jackson. Allen comes in for Justice Winslow, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Brooks.
Boy, they needed that one, and Gordon delivers. His productive habits really paid off there.
Now here's Morant. Outside Fournier. In the corner, it's Gordon. Launches a 3. Now here's Fultz. Defense right on him.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Back to Allen. Melton passes to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
That's a Ja Morant special, ripping the hearts out of the opponent.
Fultz dishes to Vucevic. Fultz the pass to Gordon. Fournier, that's for 2. Rebounded by Valanciunas. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Oh, and he pucks it off the glass. Wow. 3 on 3. Fournier gets a wide open look. Off target from outside. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
And Vucevic kicks to Gordon. Pass to Fournier, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good.
Get about the pressure. He was perfect. No choice but to look for the three.
Gordon finds Vucevic. Back to Gordon. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
Here are the Magic now. Fournier for 3. No good that time. So the Magic win it. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3. Now here's Morant. Shot clock at 5. And he goes big with the dunk right over Lonzo Ball.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Ball feeling it out a bit. And that one, good. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. Out left to the wing. Williamson, the pass to Ingram. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Gotta like seeing Ingram get going down underneath the rim. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
On the wing, Jackson. Morant against Ball. And the rejection by Favors. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Ball with a wide open look. It's a hand on it, and there's Favors putting it right back in.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot afford to make.
Morant, that's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Morant against Ball. The Grizzlies pull it in. Greg, hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
Ball against Morant. Morant with the steal. Valanciunas finds Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Morant with it. Now defended by Williamson. And that one's good. Morant. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Outside Holiday. Williamson in the post. Guarded by Jackson. And they pick up 2.
And Williamson, such a unique prospect from a physical standpoint, can get anything he wants in that paint.
Morant drives in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Oh, you can't let Ball get this deep. I mean, once he's this close to the rim, that far inside, he's ready for the throwdown.
Morant surveying the D. And finished off by Morant.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Ball with it. 55 seconds left to play here in the first. The kick out to Holiday. Ball, the pass to Williamson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Melly, they shoot again. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Clark comes in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Brooks. Clark kicks to Anderson. Clark inside, working on Hayes, and that one's good by Clark.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points, and we'll be back with you shortly. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Brandon Clark is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jones. And it's Gutterich in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10", with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys. There are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And that one drops for him. Melton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Pass to Clark. The shot missing. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to Melly, out to the right wing. Here's Hart. They get the rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And that'll tie this game up.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Okafor is checked in for Jackson Hayes.
First team foul.
Cuts off the pass. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. Jackson misses. And it's Jones with the ball for the Grizzlies. Here's Melton. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And Memphis making a change here. Jackson's checked in. The Pelicans also changing it up. Williamson is checked in for Melly. Brandon Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Drew Holiday in for Jackson. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Williamson.
That's just all Zion. But once he gets that close, he's zoned in on capitalizing no matter what.
Greg, last year, Williamson entered the NBA as one of the most well-known rookies since LeBron James.
Already had millions of followers on social media, global name recognition. He has an above-the-rim game that produces the kinds of highlights that people want to see.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Justice Winslow comes in for Anderson. Brooks checked in for Melton. And it's Ja Morant in for Jones. 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Ingram.
So easy to see just how dangerous Ingram is in the pick and roll. I mean, his size, long arms, shooting, ball handling. The defense is in trouble when he's pick and rolling.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. And here is Brooks. Over Holiday. Not enough on that one as it misses. To the paint. It's tipped. Here's Williamson. Okafor, high post. Ingram up top. Covered by Winslow. Fires from deep. Grizzlies with the rebound. 1:32 left in the first half. It's Morant with the drop. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The Pelicans making a switch here. Favors is checked in. The Pelicans have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Ball against Morant. And he gets it to go. Ball's got it all tied up now for New Orleans.
I tell you what, because of his size and ball skills and vision, he's a handful for any defense, Lonzo Ball. I mean, he's able to convert primarily because of his size and sneaky strength.
Back to Brooks. Ball against Morant. And he goes big with the dunk right over Lonzo Ball.
And when Morant is cooking like this, it's fun to watch. He burns you in so many ways.
Morant against Ball. Passes it to Okafor. Back to Ball. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Good utilization of his height and speed to get to the line that time. Ball showing you he's got the savvy to draw contact.
So for the Pelicans, Hayes, he's checked in for Okafor, and it's Josh Hart in for Drew Holiday. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Morant drives in and finished off by Morant.
You see the quickness there. Once Morant feels like he's got a step on you, it's over.
Outside, Ball. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Valanciunas. And the rejection by Favors. And here's Ingram from the arc. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies lead by 3. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. From the first half, it was all Ja Morant in the first quarter. He ended up with 19 points and 1 steal. And that's a wrap with the...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So the Pelican 5 right now. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in its center. Pelicans trail by 5. Ball dishes to Williamson. Makes it off the glass. Williamson's got 6 points.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad.
And it's Morant missing. So Favors will bring it up for New Orleans. And the dunk by Williamson.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
And Valanciunas kicks to Morant. On the wing, Winslow. Morant outside. From downtown. Memphis keeping it alive with a new 14. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Anderson comes in for Justice Winslow. DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Holiday left side. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
And here's Holiday. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The pass to Melly. Back to Holiday. Outside for Jackson. New Orleans moving it around. Holiday attacking, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Holiday's got his first points of the game. Now here's Valanciunas. He's guarded closely, and it's Clark in the corner. Melton passes to Valanciunas. Now here's Clark. Not going to go that time.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Here's Melton, guarded by Holiday. And that one hits back iron.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Williamson kicks to Holiday. Redick for 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Jackson, that's good.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Jones finds Valanciunas. And it's Jones. That's on the assist from Valanciunas. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
It's Redick on the wing. Clears it from 3-point range. Redick's got 6 points.
This is why you must play up on Redick, because he's terrific at shooting off the pass.
Here's Melton, guarded by Holiday.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Stolen away. There's 39 seconds left to play in the third. And the shot goes in.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Pass to Williamson. Back to Redick. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here? in the second half.
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Valanciunas. Redick with the rebound.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
And Holiday, here we go. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile One block a moment ago.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Pelicans ahead. They're up by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Anderson and Jackson inside. Then there's Dylan Brooks. Then there's John Morant. And it's Gutteridge in at the 2. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Ingram outside. Here's Okafor. Left side, Ball. Now here's Ingram. Defense is right there. Count it.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Here's Morant. And that one is good. Morant's got 25 points.
And, you know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
Ball against Morant. Here's Ingram. Brooks grabs the board.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And here's Ingram from the arc. Ingram can't get that one to fall.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Here's Ball. Shoots over Morant. Ball, no good. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
A strong finisher. Morant doesn't mess around when he's got ideal positioning like that.
Here's Ingram over Jackson, and that one clearly a foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Derek Favors checked in for Okafor, and Williamson subbed in for Jackson Hayes. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. This is a close game, as you know, and he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move, right now. Kevin?
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Ingram passes to Favors. And he makes good on the layup. Favors got the game tied up here for New Orleans.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
The feed to Favors. Ball against Morant. Looking to get back on track here. They get it back. Favors. Second chance shot. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Favors has got 4 points in the quarter.
And Favors, very reliable around the rim. Can get it done over either shoulder.
Morant outside. Pelicans with the rebound. Favors got 5 rebounds tonight. Floats it up for Williamson.
Some young players tend to defer in big moments. Not Zion.
Allen outside. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter of this one, and it's Morant missing. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. A 2-point game. Here's Hart. And it's off from 3-point range. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 9 in their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Brooks finds Allen. Now Valanciunas covered by Williamson. Ball against Brooks. That shot misses. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Williamson outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul.
D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Drew Holiday's checked in for the Pelicans.
Wow, I tell you what, those free throws will give them some much-needed breathing room. 2-possession game now.
Here's Morant. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's Holiday. Count it!
What an offensive force Holiday can be when he's going like this.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. From deep 3-point range, and that one's good. Williamson.
Expanding his range and overall game. When Williamson is hitting that, shut the lights off. It's over.
So we see the Pelicans get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, a week or two.
And with pregame routines coming to
Kevin, thanks very much.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the center. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3. Now, here's Sexton. And tonight, a look at perhaps the future of the league, but it takes time, as you know, Steve, to build that.
You're right, Kevin. You got to start somewhere. A lot of these players still with their whole careers ahead of them. A lot of time to grow, but I love what I'm seeing. The expanding nature of Drummond's game. Dribble drive to the rack.
And here are the Grizzlies with it. 4-point game. To the inside, back to Morant. Unable to get that one. Good D by Drummond. To the left wing. Here's Osman. The layup missed.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
It's Morant with the drive. And he comes up with the deuce.
Gotta love watching Morant get after it. He goes all out. Tank, never on empty.
Now, here's Garland. Guarded by Morant, and they're able to recover. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Morant. Winslow, the pass to Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. On the wing, Winslow. Just 4 to shoot. It's Morant with the drive. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You have to respect Ja's burst on the drive. So dangerous with the ball in his hands.
This is his first free throw of the game.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him.
Now, here's Garland. Here's Sexton. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Brooks grabs the board.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And it's blocked.
On the block shot, Dillon won't beat you with length, but he does have good lift off the floor.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
The Cavaliers shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there, but they recover it. Stolen by Brooks. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Good athlete, 37-inch vertical. Brooks aggressive above the rim.
Garland with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Garland with the bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Winslow. Now Here's Morant, and it's sent back by Drummond.
Andre Drummond with the wingspan of 7'6". It's going to be hard to get it over him.
For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. There's Garland. Collects the two-pointer near the hoop.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Morant. That shot, no good. Good D by Drummond.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly. It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And they double up Morant. There's the dish to Winslow. It doesn't go for him. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Sexton's shot is good.
And it's clear that Sexton loves getting out in transition. He has a strong sense for how to capitalize.
Now here's Morant. Winslow kicks to Morant. Shoots over Garland. The Grizzlies with another miss.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Good on the shot.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Morant. The Cavaliers making the shot. 30 seconds left to play in the first. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I like when Ja forces the issue, especially in close where he's fearless.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Morant. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. 6-point lead. Thompson against Anderson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Memphis. Jones comes in for Morant. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Pass to Melton. With the putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now Drummond, a free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Cavaliers lead by 4. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Kyle Anderson is out there with Clark. Then it's Jones. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Porter passes to Thompson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
Quietly becoming more dangerous on the offensive end, Thompson draws contact.
Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Melton, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Sexton finds Thompson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Every year, Thompson becomes more comfortable handling the basketball, that time attacking on the drive.
That free throw good from Thompson. He's off on the second.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Anderson outside. Back to Jones. Memphis moving that ball around. Here's Clark. Windler with the rebound. The Cavaliers shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. And Thompson kicks to Sexton. Looking for Nance, and he gets it there. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Anderson passes to Jones. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Clark.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And it's great to see Sexton slashing inside with that quickness and athleticism. Boy, he is tough to contain.
And stolen by Sexton. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Windler's got the lead up to 13 now for the Cavs.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Poked away. All by himself. Oh, Sexton in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into easy points.
No good on the shot.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Thompson. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
A new wrinkle to Thompson's game, being able to face up and attack off the bounce.
Here's Melton. It's blocked to stop the run. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the second quarter. Sexton and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Such a menace close to the rim. You got to respect Sexton's fearlessness when he's amongst the bigs.
First one falls for him. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. And Sexton drops them both.
And that's one of those guys who just tends to live at the line. Sexton's working hard to improve his consistency there.
Morant with it. 6 points for him. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Memphis shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. The Cavaliers leading by 17. Lobbed up there for Love.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Banked in off the glass. Morant's got 10 points.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
Garland dishes to Drummond. Now the feed to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
A second chance effort. Here's Garland. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Winslow. Morant's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Keep track of Ja, especially when he's in transition. He shows you right there.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
For Cleveland, they have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
So he gets them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
From deep. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Cleveland. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here. Colin Sexton having an outstanding game. He had 12 points, 3 assists, and... That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Garland in at the 1. Now, here's Garland. Inside, Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
There's not many that dunks it as powerful as Andre Drummond. He's explosive at 280 pounds.
And here's Morant. He's got 16. Stolen by Garland. And here we go. Fast break. Love's got it. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got 8 points.
That's a good look by Kevin Love. The decision-making with the ball in his hands makes him different than other fours.
Here's Morant. That shot off, and Cleveland will come the other way.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Sexton kicks to Garland. Sexton the pass to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And that's an area that Sexton must keep working on. The more he passes, the better his team looks.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Love. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Morant. A switch here also for Cleveland. Porter's checked in. Here's Clark. Tries again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Nance.
The 5th overall pick in the draft back in 2011, Valanciunas has added wrinkles to his game every year since.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Allen's checked in. Cleveland leading by 15. Now Garland. He's got 8. Here's Windler. Count it.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Clark, the pass to Allen. Back to Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Cavaliers have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Garland with it. And the basket is good.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Allen surveying the D. That shot is off. Nice D from Porter.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And it goes down 2 points. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Anderson against Porter. And the layup's good off the glass. Porter's got his second bucket of the night.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Allen with it. Garland picks him up. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Gotta love the big man Valanciunas fighting for that extra chance, and he was rewarded for his effort.
There's Garland. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Clark outside. It's stolen by Nance. And here we go. There's the pass to Porter. Nance outside. Passes to Thompson.
Screen, screen, screen.
The shot's good. 7 points for Tristan Thompson.
Refining his skill set inside. You see the work Thompson's putting into his game.
It's Allen on the wing. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Jackson, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Dylan Brooks comes in for Allen. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Tyus Jones. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
Checking in for your Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies trail by 19. Melton passes to Valanciunas. Here's Melton, defended by Sexton. Pass to Melton, and stolen by Sexton. Here's Porter, and then Porter with the jam.
And I just love Sexton in terms of his length on defense. Good at taking chances and just poking the ball away.
And so it's Cleveland, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And we'll be right back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Then it's Justice Winslow, then it's Brooks, and it's Melton in at the point. Here's Melton. Here's Valanciunas, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Almost every move Valanciunas makes, there's going to be some contact. He just plays through it.
Now, here's Sexton. On the wing, Porter. Back to Sexton. It's Drummond, top of the key. Stolen. Here's Melton. The Cavaliers pull it in. Love's got 5 rebounds tonight. Feeds to Porter. Over Brooks, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Some changes for Memphis. Jackson comes in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Ja Morant in for DeAnthony Melton. Morant against Porter. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And the work.
And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The Grizzlies trail by 18. Brooks kicks to Morant. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Now, here's Garland. Not a lot of room. Here's Drummond. And again, unable to change momentum here. Winslow dishes to Morant. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got 3 assists in the game. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Sexton, a reverse, and he sinks the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 16.
Not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
And it's Morant missing. And Love's got the ball here for the Cavaliers. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. And it looks like, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And here is Garland. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:49 left here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Sexton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Sexton slams it in.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Cavaliers.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Colin Sexton.
What stood out to me was the anticipation defensively. He sensed what the offense wanted to run, then found ways to disrupt that and cause turnovers.
Grayson Allen's checked in for Justice Winslow. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Zizic has checked in for Drummond. Bell comes in for Kevin Love. Dante Exum, he's checked in for Jetty Osman. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Garland. Sexton for 3. Good on the triple.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Exum deciding where to go with it. Outside, Sexton. A three-pointer off the mark. And here are the Grizzlies now. And it's Allen slamming it down.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Pass to Exum from outside the arc. No good that time. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but
welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Well, you can't help but notice the highest style of the Grizzlies is that a look at the starting group for the Magic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Morant against Vucevic. Jackson trying to break free. And it's Morant missing. Here's Orlando now. It's a three-point game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the athleticism Gordon has poses so many problems for defenders, especially when he's looking to score from there. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he's good on the second. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Now here's Morant. Valanciunas finds Brooks. Morant drives in. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Fultz against Morant. Gordon inside. Isaac outside. 5 to shoot. Pulls it from the elbow. And the rejection by Jackson. They retain possession. Fournier dishes to Gordon. Back to Fournier. They grab their own miss. And Vucevic kicks to Isaac. Here's Gordon. Goes up again. Isaac outside. Passes it to Fournier. And another shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Magic have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Okay, look at Morant flexing a little muscle right there, showing off his athletic ability right in their faces.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, both tough. And you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish. I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young John.
Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Here's Ennis following the basket by John Morant. Knocks it loose. Here's Vucevic. And he banks in the layup.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
Over to the left wing. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
And here is Ross. No points in the game yet for him. Bamba's shot is off. 58 seconds left in the first quarter. Melton lays it up off the glass. Magic have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Pass to Ross. Down low. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Finished off the break.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Ross passes to Bamba. He kicks to Augustine. Back to Bamba. To the middle. Fast break Memphis. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point, Vucevic, a force around the rim.
Morant left side. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
And one of the younger players to enter the 2019 draft, Morant, wise beyond his years.
Ja Morant has been leading the... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Orlando, Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Carter Williams is out there with Terrence Ross, and it's Isaac in at the 3 spot.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
It's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
Now here's Jones, and then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Carter Williams, the pass to Isaac. Pass to Ross. Lets it go with a 3. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Clark, the pass to Gutterich. Clark inside. Defended by Gordon. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Ross kicks to Bamba. Here's Carter Williams. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Gutterich. He's guarded by Ross. And it's Gordon penetrating.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
The Magic have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Fultz kicks to Isaac. He dishes it to Gordon. score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Clark outside. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Carter Williams against Jones. It's stolen. To the paint. Here's Jackson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, this is the attitude Anderson brings. A selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
Carter Williams, the pass to Isaac. Here's Fournier. The shot, no good. Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. Jones dishes to Clark. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And it's a 3-point Memphis lead.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Isaac left side. Now the pass to Carter Williams. Clark outside. He can't get that one. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Fournier in the corner. Wide open shot is on the money. Fournier's got 7.
And when you're open, Carter Williams will find you. He knows his role well.
Here's Melton. Carter Williams covering. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Justice Winslow comes in for Anderson. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Clark. And it's Morant in for Jones. Orlando also making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Jonathan Isaac. Ennis comes in for Michael Carter Williams. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Morant. Good work there as it goes. Morant's got the lead up to 3 now for the Grizzlies.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Now here is Augustine. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
No, but sometimes you don't need a haymaker. Just a jab. You got to get those easy looks inside.
Augustine against Morant. Looking for Winslow. He gets it there. Here's Brooks. Here's Morant. Up again. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Grizzlies leading by a point. Live from the FedEx Forum. You're watching.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and there was no stopping Ja Morant in the first half. He had 13. And that'll...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And finished off by Fultz.
Possessing the athleticism to hammer it down, you better check out Fultz. He's demonstrating how powerful he can be.
Morant against Fultz. It's deflected. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Ahead The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got his third bucket of the night. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's going to nail it.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Yeah, you see the explosiveness there, the fluidity. Morant's unbelievable.
The Grizzlies shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Both free throws good from Morant. Orlando trailing here. Outside Fournier. Passes it to Isaac. Just 5 to shoot. Another shot. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Morant. And he drops it in from the low post. Morant's got 19 points.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Here's Fultz. And yes, it's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, a champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
And it's Brooks in the corner. Back to Winslow. And it's Brooks in the corner. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Isaac with the ball. Now Valanciunas defending. Winslow against Vucevic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, and a 7-footer that can play the entire court. Vucevic is a tough cover because of that versatility.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That's his first foul. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
And it's Clark with the jam.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
Bamba against Clark. Bamba kicks to Augustine. Over Clark. Bamba. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Jones the pass to Valanciunas. And Anderson has it in the corner. Sinks the three-pointer. Anderson's got 5.
And this is a sign that Anderson wants to evolve, looking to become a more dangerous offensive player.
Knocked away. Bamba with it. Jones covering. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul. Ennis passes to Bamba. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. Bamba's got it all tied up now for the Magic.
And really, when Bamba has this positioning, you got to get it to him. He's a very reliable scorer from there.
Clark left side. The shot, no good.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game. And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
The Magic have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Winslow's checked in. The Magic also changing it up. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Evan Fournier comes in for Ennis. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine. Anderson passes to Gutteridge. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Now that's how you lead your teammate into an easy scoring chance. I love that assist.
Pass to Fournier. Back to Ross. Magic moving the ball around. It's good. And the Magic lead by 2.
And one area Isaac must continue to improve upon, has the size to dominate inside. Now just needs to add the muscle.
Here's Clark. And it's sent back by Isaac. Clark outside. Anderson outside. And Valanciunas now atop the key. Winslow. No good with the triple. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Magic lead by 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So on the floor for Orlando, Isaac and Vucevic down low. Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. And it's Fournier in at the 3. Morant with it. Defended now by Fournier. And that one's good. Morant.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just trying to keep the momentum now. And that's easier said than done.
Fultz kicks to Vucevic. Isaac left side. Pass to Fultz. 5 on the clock. High post Vucevic. Valanciunas is there.
The setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
To the inside. It's tipped and stolen by Fournier. Wide open. It's not going to go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Brooks, the pass to Morant. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Morant's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, it's been all about Ja tonight. I mean, he can score in many different ways.
Stolen by Winslow. It's Morant with the drive. And finished off by Morant.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum-shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
And Fournier kicks to Fultz. Ross with a wide-open look. Sinks the triple.
Solid court awareness. Leave someone open on Fultz squad, and you're going to regret it.
Morant outside. Jackson dishes to Morant. Vucevic with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Aaron Gordon, who's checking in for the Magic. Here's Jackson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Morant with the steal. And it's Memphis on the break. Brooks has got the ball.
Quick thinking that time for Morant. I mean, capable of spiking the ball away, and he takes initiative like this.
The Magic trail by 5. On the wing, Gordon. Isaac outside. Ross on the wing. This is to Gordon. Here's Isaac. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
I tell you what, Isaac's starting to show that clutch gene. He's not afraid and seems willing to put the team on his back.
Here's Morant. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Isaac outside. The pass to Vucevic. Inside. And it's blocked. A bit under 3.5 minutes of pass here in the fourth. Here's Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morant's got 16 points here in the second half.
Easy to see why they go to Morant here. I mean, come on. He's good at coming up with the big bucket.
Vucevic finds Fultz. Isaac with the ball. This is it to Gordon. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. The Magic making a switch here. Fournier is checked in. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Morant with it. Here's Valanciunas. Can't connect from short range.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Morant against Fultz. Yes!
Absolutely nails it. I mean, we talk about Morant having that it factor. Oh, come on. Makes the biggest play of the night.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Isaac passes to Fournier. Misses the 3. Morant surveying the D. Outside Jackson. And it's Brooks in the corner. Off target from three-point range. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm.